Yes people, what is good? I am BA, back once again with another reaction in the Black Mirror series. This is episode 2 of season 4 and it is called Arkangel. Know nothing about it, never seen a trailer, never even seen a screenshot from this episode, so I'm looking forward to seeing what it has in store for me this week, because I've got to say, up until this point, Black Mirror is slowly creeping up my favourite anthology series of all time list. They've been so consistent and genius, so every single week I genuinely look forward to checking out the next episode. So yeah, with that being said, let's get into it. This is episode 2 of season 4 of Black Mirror, Arkangel. Let's check it out and see what it's saying to it.
Enemy the building. We've entered the peritoneum.
I can't believe I couldn't do it.
It's never a good day when someone's entering your pantoloneum.
Move the bladder. Here's the uterine incision.
I would not like this running commentary. I'd be like, yo, get me some earbuds or shut the fuck up. Can't you develop some sort of military sign language for bladder and spleen so I don't need to hear exactly what you're doing? I wonder why they're playing this intense music like something's wrong. I don't get it. That should be a happy moment. And the undercurrent of bass and drums would not let me enjoy that.
I want to take Sarah to the park. You want to come?
No, I'm gonna pass if you don't mind.
So I'm assuming this is the kid growing up a little bit. That opening scene's making me really wonder what the significance of it is. Like I'm playing it back moment by moment to see if it's hiding something that's going to be revealed to us. They took the baby over to a table. The mother started panicking if the baby was okay. The doctors didn't answer for like 10-15 seconds, and then after doing something to the baby, brought it back to the mother. Obviously, there is so little to go on. Fuck it, I'm gonna say because the episode's called Arkangel, they were cutting off the child's wings and she was born with wings, right? There's my initial guess.
Wow. Yeah. Congratulations. Thanks. I'm so tired. Yeah.
And I don't know if we should look into any deeper significance to that. You know, the cat doesn't like the kid, cats don't like most people. The sociopath of the animal kingdom, but we love them anyway. How could she have just disappeared from the park? There was literally nobody else around. Oh, I don't want this to be some horrible abduction story. I prefer my wing theory. Maybe she's in the sky.
Said she followed a cat? She followed a cat.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank God. Oh, man. Charlie Brooker, I'm fucking watching you, Charlie. I don't want any more fucking abductions or murder of children. That's just a bit too far. Come on, mate. There's other people to be killing out here. Get to work.
It's been tested though, right?
Of course.
She's not like a guinea pig.
Yes, it's all fully tested, perfectly safe.
Right, so Arkangel is this company. And I'm assuming this is where some creepy technology is going to enter the episode.
Watch that, and it won't be a moment, okay?
Technological medical surgery is never a good combination of words in a Black Mirror episode. What the fuck was that?
That's it?
That looked so fucked up.
I'll run you through everything, okay?
Okay.
Feel free to ask any questions.
What the fuck did they just put in her head?
So, this is Sarah's current location, which is here, of course.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, so it's some sort of futuristic tracking device.
I see her iron levels are a little low. How is she eating?
No way, that's actually quite cool. You'd be so reassured as a parent if your kid had one of these things. I mean, I won't be saying that by the end of this episode, but just now, this is great.
Optic feed.
This is what she's seeing now?
That's right.
That is slightly intrusive. Maybe not, I guess, so much for a really young kid, but if you got to any certain age and your parents still had access to your optics, that would be fucking so intrusive of them.
It can kind of paint out whatever's triggering it. Let me show you.
Oh, this is a setup for the creepiest shit of all time.
This
Filter on.
is what she sees and hears.
Is that a clip from the episode we saw a few weeks ago?
I'm 2,000 years old, and I remember when we used to open up the door and just let the kids pee.
I can see that take, but I don't understand why any parent wouldn't want additional security for their children if possible, especially really young children.
Mommy, are you here?
What a fucking cheat. You can't be playing hide and seek and hacking into her optic nerve. That should surely get you points deducted.
No idea where she's at. Upstairs. Go on. Go look upstairs.
Snitch. I wonder why she's still getting pushed at this age. She seems a bit old for the push pram, no? Surely there's ways that would be a bad thing. If any danger to you instantly was blurred and the sound was distorted. What if like a mugger came up to you and said, say Washington and I won't stab you. And all you heard was blah, 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 and you were just like, here's my wallet. And they stabbed you because they wanted you to say Washington, not in fact your money. Yeah? So quit with the presumptions about people who stab people, okay?
So how long till I can get back on the bike again, you think?
I'd say 2 weeks and maybe don't drive so fast.
Yeah, right.
Sounds like he's going to have a long and healthy life.
You artist. Sorry, honey, just
Don't tell me he's gonna fucking die while he's just in the house alone with her. Oh no. This is fucking horrible. If I ever meet Charlie Brooker, I'm gonna shake his hand so honestly and then slap him in the face equally as honestly. On the plus side, at least it alerted her to her father falling over.
Nurse left your thing on.
Yeah, sure, I forgot to go.
And he survived. Okay, cool. The slap to Charlie Brooker is becoming more playful.
I don't need that.
Oh, get yourself a fucking blanket. You need it. Everyone needs a blanket. Her face is blurred because she's crying. Right, so I take it the father passed away. Slaps increasing in force on the face of Charlie Brooker once more.
I want to know what you're watching.
What do you care, chiphead? It's parental advisory.
Instantly bringing up a great social issue that would occur from this technology as to how that person would be perceived by their peers if they know that that person's parents could always look through their eyes, etc. They wouldn't want to hang about with her. What in the fuck is she drawing? Wow, she can't even fucking see cartoon blood. This chip's taking it a bit too far. Ah, don't do it. Ah, you're gonna do it.
Fine to have my face on the flyer, but on the poster, it's like, look at me.
Is she getting an alert just because she pricked her finger with a pencil?
What are you doing?
What the fuck? She is clearly not happy about this implant.
What about the pencils? Like self-harm and these pictures are...
Surely it's just because she's not allowed it at all. She's becoming like fixated with it maybe? Or is it because everybody has like a natural need for these sort of things? So she's naturally gravitating towards wanting to see it?
Filter off. Goodbye.
That's a bold move of her. I think it's a good thing to do now that the daughter's a little bit grown up.
It's important that we do this. You're gonna be fine.
And with the daughter being used to this technology her entire life, it would freak her out knowing this is the first time she's not constantly being looked after. Fucking hell, that dog put in the performance of a lifetime there. Went over the fence and everything. It's almost like it sensed her filter had been turned off.
Yeah, I'll do what I want.
So that will literally be her first ever time she's seen blood.
She turned the system off.
Okay, this is porn. Like people doing it.
Jesus Christ.
Keep an eye on the knife. See? He's gonna take his whole head off.
Oh my god, he's just showing her all the absolute worst possible things imaginable. And she's building up her immunity to the dog. She's getting used to life without the filter. That's cool, so she pretty much went her whole life without having the filter.
Good boy, Phoebe.
This leads me to believe that the story's gonna go in a way in that something happens to her now she's grown up and her mother will remember the Arkangel technology and turn it back on to try and help her.
Probiotic. It keeps your stools firm.
Jesus, Mom.
Unnecessary information about shit into a rock dance move weird combination alert.
Hey, it's Trick. Holy fuck, he's got wheels.
Yo, Trick!
That's not a man, that's an Autobot.
Gonna watch some vintage thing. The Breakfast Gang. The Breakfast Club. That's it.
It's a good movie, I reacted to it on this channel, check it out. Also, I've been sitting here thinking about it, and you know what the creepiest, I'm thinking of like the creepiest thing that could happen from here. So obviously my initial thing was something might happen to her, the mum would remember about the technology and turn it back on to find her. What if the twist is the mother has never stopped watching her and intermediately always turned it on throughout her life? That would be even creepier. So I feel like that's the one Charlie Brooker would probably fucking go with.
Later.
But they are setting it up to be my first idea for the story, with these people inviting them out to some weird place. It seems like something bad will happen to them at this place and the mum will turn the Arkangel technology back on.
Sometime next week.
It's fucking highly unprofessional of you. How's this man supposed to rehabilitate his rotator cuff if you're trying to get him to vigorously fuck you? Right? You're disrespecting the trade of physiotherapist. Take a good long look in the mirror. I'm joking. Fuck rotator cuff, man. Break it again for all I care. Have at it.
I was wondering if Sarah and Meryl were together. They said they were headed down to Riley's.
No, I haven't seen him.
For a worrisome mum, if she has never turned on Arkangel since that day, she's done a really good job, because I can only imagine the worry that parents go through. It must be so tough. This is still intrusive at this point because, you know, she's not been away for too long or anything like that, so the mum is stepping over the line here. Oh my god, I can't believe her mum's done that. She should not have clicked to the visual view. What an idiot. Like, I don't care how upset the mum is. It was all completely her fault for doing that. Fucking shame on her. At least she didn't turn it on while she was sucking his dick. That would have been an eyeful.
Check out that laugh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And for the record, I'm aware that both of my guesses were wrong. Okay, take it on the chin. But I guess this is the more subtle but more poignant way to go with a story. I was thinking of like typical epic escalational directions, whereas this is much better for social commentary. The fucking beef this is going to cause between mother and daughter because of the intrusiveness is just such a good point as to some of these monitoring technologies that we have and will have in the future. And yeah, the mum's not going to be able to get it out of her head watching her daughter getting piped. Equally understandable, but you know, she fucking turned the thing on. What was she expecting to see? Her daughter's a young lady.
Said I'd help Meryl with a project. She's being a dork about it, so. Okay. See ya.
Bye.
Well, at least she wasn't a douchebag about it, but something tells me that the mother is not done turning this Arkangel shit on. And she definitely should not be turning it back on now she knows that she's going to be breaching her daughter's privacy in the most intimate moments.
Okay, that's awesome, but I can't put that on the van.
Why not?
Well, A, it's not my van.
Put the fire horse on the van, you pussy.
Oh, come on, Trick. I'm not dumb. I know what you sell. You got any?
What does he sell?
You tried it?
Of course I've tried it, but I mean, it's not even good Coke. It's like average.
I ain't never tried that shit. I will never try that shit.
Please.
And it seems like this Arkangel technology being implemented early into the daughter's brain has almost changed her brain to always make curiosity kill the cat. Do you know what I'm saying? She always wants to know what's prohibited and wants to have a shot.
Oh, ew.
I know, fizzy sherbet's really weird the first time you try, but you get used to it. Try licking a lolly first, dipping it in the bag, see how you get on. Heart rate increase. Oh, so she's just got it turned back on all the time then if she's getting these sort of alerts. Ah, shit. I'll be honest, see the way they've done this? They've done it really well. Like, I would never intrude on my kids' privacy like that, but if I had, and I'd seen them having sex, I would have reacted the same as the mum. It would have fucked me up inside, but I wouldn't have brought it up. It's too awkward and weird, do you know what I mean? It would have just fucked me up. So I'd have kept it to myself and tried to move on, but seeing them do a drug, you know, like a class A with the potential of overdosing and that, I would have to intervene. And that's why her even doing this is inevitably going to lead to them fracturing their relationship, because sooner or later, she's going to see something which she has to do something about. And her daughter will obviously be like, what the fuck? You are still looking through my eyes. And she got that guy's place of work instantaneously. At least she's not going straight to the daughter with it. At least she's planning on going and approaching this guy first. But if he tells the daughter, she's gonna know.
15, you junky piece of shit. You want the cops in on this?
She was underage. First of all, fucking shame on him for fucking an underage girl. I didn't even realise she was still underage. But second of all, her mother's not being fully truthful about this situation, because if she'd have been watching the 2 minutes preceding the drug use, she would see that it was all her daughter pushing it on him to let her try some. And a person with that mentality, they're going to try it as soon as they get the opportunity to, so it's not that guy's fault. Obviously, it's definitely his fault for fucking a 15-year-old though. Interesting he's choosing just to ignore her rather than tell her that her mother is still watching her every move. I would feel like I owed it to my friend to tell them that that was happening to them. Indeed he is, you crazy little cokehead. He's being an absolute idiot though, not just sending her one text like, look, your mum turned on the Arkangel system and saw us doing coke, we can't hang out. It would leave her far less heartbroken feeling, which I'm sure is what she's feeling just now, you know. If she had never slept with anyone, it was a special thing to her, so obviously that guy would be important to her, so she'll be feeling like shit just now.
I'm tired and I want to sleep, okay?
Okay.
And this is once again the mother thinking that she can intervene and fix a problem, and she's just made things worse because now she's caused her daughter to have what seems like a legitimate depression, which she doesn't seem to have had up until this point in her life. And that small intervention has caused her depression. And now she's spying on her texts. This is fucked up. The more and more this episode moves along, the mother is certainly the villain of this story.
I don't want to be with you. I don't want you.
This is fucking infuriating to watch now. Turn this shit off. You are just being a nosy bitch. Now what is she fucking doing? Drugging her daughter? I wonder what that was she put in her drink. Do you think it was an antidepressant?
He still holds himself morally responsible. He doesn't blame fate for what's happened to him.
What the fuck is this the mother is responsible for now? I fucking hate this mum character.
You feeling any better?
Seriously, she's not the perfect daughter or nothing, you know, kids make mistakes and kids try shit and, you know, do dumb shit, but this mother is a fucking monster.
Emergency contraception. For terminating your pregnancy.
The mum crushed up a morning after pill and put it in her milkshake. Ah, fucking hell, okay. I think this will be enough for her to realise what's happened as well. This is the end of this relationship. Yep, and there's the definitive proof. Can she rewind back everything that has been watched through this programme? Oh my god. Yeah, this mum has fucked up her daughter's mind for life. I don't even want her to leave without talking to her mum. I want her to tell her mum how fucked up she's been. I want to hear this conversation.
He watched me with him.
No, I didn't mean to.
Give it to me.
I mean, you turned it on, so like I said, what were you expecting to see?
Sarah, shut up!
This is fucked up. It's like the daughter's been driven mad by this. Oh, Charlie Brooker, you're such a dark bastard, man. Of course it was going to end with some horrific shit like this.
Off.
For fuck's sake, Charlie, mate. If someone were to ask me to describe Black Mirror, I would say it would be like reading a book written by Albert Einstein, then being kicked as hard as possible in the balls. Thank God she's still alive at least. And this woman, you know, is still kinda the villain of the story, but obviously she didn't deserve to be beaten to death with the Arkangel tablet. If anything, it's too flimsy and weightless and was always just gonna cause superficial wounds. Pick up a fucking television next time.
Sarah!
And what a horrible end. Bloodied and battered on the street calling out for her daughter, who has just beat the shit out of her and probably walked out of her life forever. Very, very powerful shit, as usually is the case most weeks with this show. Obviously do not agree with what she's just did, beating the shit out of her mum with the tablet, but yeah, I do not blame her for getting the fuck out of there. You would just feel like your life wasn't even yours, and yes, she shouldn't have been doing drugs or fucking around at 15, but there's that middle ground where you just gotta give kids a little bit of privacy to live their lives and figure out what life's all about, and inevitably sometimes they will do dumb shit like that, but it's better than ruining your relationship, as is the case in this episode. Holy shit, and it was directed by Jodie Foster, no way, awesome, wow, that just makes the episode even more incredible. It's always so great to see a celebrity, you know, big name in some way used, and the fact that Jodie Foster actually directed this is amazing. I'm just looking for the Foster in the actor credits now to see if there was any nepotism involved. You ever do that? Okay, we're safe, I'll let you off this time, Jodie, direct on. Okay, and that was episode 2 of season 4 of Black Mirror, Arkangel, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So, Arkangel, what did I think of that? I mean, I do not want to start coming across like a broken record, and these Black Mirror episodes continuously force me to just sound like an absolute droning, boring, broken record, so let's get it all out of the way quickly. What an amazing concept. Charlie Brooker is a genius, Black Mirror is so good at social commentary and the problems that future technologies could cause on our society, etc. I say these same points every week, I'm aware of it, but every time I watch one of these episodes I'm like, wow, it's so good at doing these things. So yes, I can only apologise, but it's Black Mirror's fault, not mine. And it's making me repeat myself in the best way possible because I'm giving it the highest praise on a weekly basis, and it's genuinely because, man, there's something, truly something about anthology that I guess just works with me where maybe it doesn't work with other people the same way. Some people prefer television series where they invest in a character over a long period of time and that character becomes their friend and, like, you know, someone that occupies space in their head forever. Like Tony Soprano is somewhere here forever, you know what I'm saying? There's characters here from the television shows which I've invested time in, which follow characters. So I understand why people love TV shows that do that. But for me, anthology, one way of looking at it, I guess, is like it kind of combats if you have a short attention span, which I don't consider myself to have. But I guess sometimes long form stories naturally have down points, right? Whereas with an anthology, you can compress a premise, punchline, twist, reveal layers of societal commentary, interesting technologies, creatures, etc., depending on the episode, within the exact time frame you need. Also, Black Mirror now benefits from being on Netflix. Charlie Brooker isn't writing to a television specific time slot, so literally there's no additional unnecessary scenes to stretch a concept to the right time, and there's no things that seem like they should have been there but were cut out to reduce an elongated idea to fit a timeline, which was the traditional problem with writing to a time slot. You know, you might have a genius idea, and to write it perfectly, it just so happens to be an hour and 5 minutes. Well, your time slot is 46 minutes, so tough shit. You got to take 20 minutes of that, which would have elevated it and done all of this and that, and just figure out a way to either cram those things so they take up less time and you're still getting those same beats, even though they may not be as impactful, or you just have to let it go completely, and it's heartbreaking. So yeah, this new digital streaming format allows episodes to be as long as they need to be. So yeah, Charlie Brooker just compresses a genius idea, uses the exact time necessary to tell it perfectly, and just lets it unravel and flow so naturally slowly, and it keeps peeling back layers to keep you interested right to the very end, and then just when you're so amazed, the next week it'll take you on a completely different journey down a completely different avenue. And oh man, like I said, it's just something about anthology for me personally, which I love so much. It is a beloved genre of mine. Twilight Zone is my joint favourite TV show of all time, along with Sopranos, as you know if you've seen these reactions before, and these Black Mirror episodes are absolutely amazing. I've barely even talked about what the episode contains, so let's talk about it. You know, the monitoring technology, or even the tracking technology over a certain age is good. You know, if you want to make sure your kid's alright and there's a tracker on them and you can get their location, it's somewhat intrusive, but if you only used it when they went missing or something, it would be amazing. You could save their life. My issue comes when you can start looking through their eyes, and I feel like that should be made illegal of a human being past a certain age, or maybe unless like there's a license. So say for instance if you're a carer of an elderly person, perhaps you could get a permit for you to look through that elderly person's eyes to make sure they're okay. In general, I don't feel like it's something that should be accessible to anyone for someone at the age of 15. Now yes, technically 15 is still a child, but let's not act like 15-year-olds are not entitled to, nor don't need their privacy, alone time, and you know, time to discover the world and figure things out for themselves. Hey, we all don't make it. I know people that died at 14, 15, 13 even, you know, from making dumb decisions. It's just the way Darwinism and life works. But that being said, after a time, you just have to let people go and hope they make their way through life okay. Because the alternative is this. The alternative is you would just be unable to let go of having that ability, and you would inevitably abuse it and destroy your relationship with someone by breaking their trust, as we saw in this episode. So I feel like this episode basically gave you my opinion on this subject. It definitely took it from the stance which I see it from, you know, aside from beating the shit out of the mother. I don't feel like it deserves a physical assault, but yeah, certainly deserves the daughter walking the fuck out of there and breaking the Arkangel device. I mean, how unfree would it feel to every day open your eyes and know that potentially someone could instantly decide to start also looking through them? You wouldn't even want to open your eyes. That's fucking horrible. And as you can tell by the fact that I've just absolutely babbled on easily for 10 minutes there, I absolutely loved this episode, and Black Mirror Season 4 is off to an incredible start. Again, we had some eye technology, and you would think at this point, like, really? Black Mirror's used eye technology in like 6 episodes? Doesn't that get a bit repetitive? Surprisingly no, because of the many ways in which Charlie Brooker has sat and thought out how this could potentially fuck things up for us, whether all the way from the military to the home life to the parent looking out for the child. Like, he's figured out all the possible ways that this technology could be an absolutely terrible idea and turned them all into their own scripts. So yeah, you would think that with this repeating eye technology thing, it would start to get a bit played out, but it genuinely isn't, and every time it crops back up, it's used in, once again, a brilliant and original way. So yeah, bring on episode 3 next week. This one was amazing. If you've liked this video, click like, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this, ring the bell to be notified as to when they drop. If there's anything you want to talk about, comment down below, and share this around to anyone you think might appreciate it or want to watch these reactions along with us. My Patreon link is down in the description. If you become a patron, you get access to my blog, you get access to these reactions I put on YouTube a month and a half in advance, and you also get access to full-length versions of everything I react to. So consider becoming a patron. It helps me and my channel out so much, and until next time, I have been BA. Peace.